Hello students, welcome to the English class again. Well students, we have already started with a new poem, Keeping Quiet. For the recapitulation of a new poem, Keeping Quiet, we have completed with the recapitulation of elementary school, and we have already done one video lecture on Keeping Quiet. Today we will continue with the second video lecture. We have completed the first page of Keeping Quiet. Okay, today we will start from the second page, the next page, second page, or we can say the last page of the poem. Well students, we have seen in the previous page that the poet urges each one of us to count up to 12 and then be quiet. Okay, the poet wants that moment of silence on the earth when no language will be spoken. Okay, and it will also he also wants that we should all remain motionless, because by that way what will happen, we will understand. It will be a miraculous consequence. Okay, it will be of a miraculous consequence, and there will be no hurry, or the sound of machines will not be there, no one to pollute the atmosphere, isn't it? And we have also seen we have also read through that the poet says that in this moment of inactivity, the fisherman would not be catching fish. Okay, hence the whales in the sea will be safe. Okay, or the man who gathers salt will be able to tend to his wounded hands, okay, for which he had no time earlier. So this we all have seen. We have seen the symbolic meaning also. Regarding the line by line explanation, I have already provided you with a PDF where the question answers are given. I have provided with your PPT video where also the explanation of the poem is given, so you can all refer back to those videos and PDF. Here, as I have told you in my previous video lecture also, that we are going to concentrate on the important questions. Okay, important questions that would be coming for the board exam from this particular poem. So let's continue with the next page. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. What is the poet saying? The poet now speaks of those who wage wars against humanity or environment, wars of all kinds, including the use of chemicals or poisonous gases, okay, wars that bring death and destruction, wars that leave none to celebrate victory. So when we say here green war, of course we mean wars like environmental war, like where we are cutting down the trees and creating various kind of destruction to the environment. When we say wars with gases, of course we mean with pollution. Okay, and when we say wars with fire, we mean all those kind of battles, okay, fought between humans, right? So these are the three kinds of war: green war, war with gas, and war with fire. Okay, now what the poet says is that when we are having all these wars, victory with no survivors, okay, means these wars leave no one to celebrate the victory. What is the use? He says that such men should stop their activity, okay, shed their clothes stained with the blood of humanity, put on new clothes and walk with their brothers, building brotherhood. In my PPT video, I have already told you that when we are discussing about wars with that when we have said that clean clothes, okay, clean clothes here of course have some symbolic meaning. Here of course clean clothes means that the soldiers should remove their uniform. Okay, and what should they wear? They should wear the clothes of the common human being. Your clean cloth can also refer to what? Clean clothes refer to the clean soul. Okay, where we will have no, what we can say, we will not have any kind of hatred towards any other human being. We will only have feelings of love and feelings of emotion towards others, right? Okay. As it is said, and walk about with your brothers in the shade, doing nothing. Okay, so the poet implies that the war-torn world should be replaced by one with an atmosphere of peace, brotherhood, and harmony, right? Now, this particular stanza is very important, not only for extract question, but 2-mark short questions also have arrived from this particular stanza. Okay, now what are the questions that usually come from this stanza? Okay, let's see the questions. First, let's see the first question. Okay, that is, write down the question I am telling you. What are the different kinds of wars mentioned? What are the different kinds of wars mentioned? Okay, so what is another question that has come? Okay, this is number one. Another question, this type of question only. Okay, this is the same, means answer will be same, though the question types may be different. Another question is that what is the poet's attitude towards wars? I'm repeating the question if you find it quite a scribbling, okay, my scribbling over in the page, okay. So I'm repeating the question, you write it down. Number one question is, what are the different kinds of wars mentioned in the poem? Okay. And number two is, what is the poet's attitude towards war? Okay. Another thing, okay, first let's concentrate on this two kind of question. What is actually the poet says? The poet says that war against humanity should be stopped. What does the poet says? That wars against humanity should be stopped. Okay, not only war against humanity, wars against humanity plus war against nature. This thing should be stopped. Okay. Green wars, wars with poisonous gases, and wars with fire are the kinds of wars mentioned in the poem, and the poet's attitude towards this is one of rejection. Okay, he feels that such wars may bring victory, but there are no survivors to celebrate the victory. So this kind of war should be avoided. Okay, now concentrating on the previous this stanza, fisherman in the cold sea, this one, plus the next stanza, that is those who prepare green war, one question has come. Okay, in the year 2014, please write down the question where these two particular stanza has been combined into one question. So write down the question. The question is, which image in the poem show that the poet condemns violence? Write down the question. I'm repeating it again. Which image in the poem shows that the poet condemns violence? Okay, it can be image also, it can be images also. Okay, now which images? First images is of course the fisherman. Okay, that is the fisherman would not harm whales. So here of course the poet says the images of fishermen not harming the whales in the sea, and wars, and the second image is of course the wars, okay, with victory with no survivors. Okay, wars leaving behind no survivors to celebrate the victory. These are some of the images that show that the poet condemns violence, the poet reject violence. Okay, the poet's refusal to have any association or dealings with death also shows that he is not in favor of any form of violence. Now another that particular part we are having in the next particular stanza, so that stanza can also be included. So this has come in the year 2014. Okay, this particular question, so give importance to this question. Okay, so moving on with our poem, let's continue. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. So as I have told you the previous question, that which images in the poem shows that the poet condemns violence, we can include this one also. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. So the poet refusing that any kind of association with death also means refusing any kind of association with death shows that the poet is not in favor of any form of violence. Okay, so three images we are getting. Number one is the fisherman image, number two is the war with gas and all that image, and number three is nothing to do with death. Okay, so these three shows that the poet is against violence. Okay, now continuing with this particular stanza, when the poet says, I want no truck with death, what does the poet mean? The poet makes a clarification that though he is advocating the need for silence, his advice should not be confused with total inactivity. He does not want any association with death. He says that life is meant to be lived. Okay. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. So the poet further advises that people should stop being self-centered and selfish. For one moment, they should not think of keeping their lives moving, meeting their ends, or fulfilling their duties. Okay, that this huge silence which will arise from such a moment will only serve to help the people. Okay, it will help them introspect and overcome their sadness of failing to understand themselves. People had been threatening themselves with death by their activities. This moment of silence will give them time to understand themselves better. We know the process of meditation and all. I have already told you in my PPT. Please, if you have not gone through those PPT, you please go it. Your understanding this poem will become very much easier. I have already told you in there that when we are meditating, our very Indian tradition of meditation, when we are meditating, what we are doing, we are concentrating on a particular object, and as a result what we are happening is that when the entire world removes from our mind, when we are completely concentrating only on ourselves, okay, and thereby what happens is that we are understanding than ourselves. Okay, we come to know that where our fault lies or where our potency lies, where are we so much capable of. Sometimes we say that no, I am not that much capable, I am not worthy to it. But when we meditate, we understand that where is our power, okay, what we are capable of, what we can do. Or if we are very much proud of ourselves, we come to know that yes, I need to be humble. Okay, so this keeping few moments of silence will help us to introspect ourselves. Okay, this thing, that is a huge silence, might interrupt this sadness and of threatening ourselves with death, is very, very important. You can write it down here. Very, very important, because we find that from keeping quiet, this question had come repeatedly, time and again. From here the question had come. Now what question had come? Please write down the question. The question is, what according to the poet will be the effect of keeping quiet? What according to the poet will be the effect of keeping quiet? Another question is there, how according to Neruda can keeping quiet change our attitude to life? Okay, another question is there, that is, which silence would interrupt the sadness? Which silence would interrupt the sadness? Another question also you may write down, how would the sadness, I'm writing down the question, write down, how would the sadness created out of silence help us to understand ourselves better? I am repeating the question. How would the sadness created out of silence help us to understand ourselves better. Which year this question has come? I am saying 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2017, 2019. In different ways. I'm not saying that one question has only been repeated, but this question, as I have given you various kind of question, various types of question, okay, so in different ways, in different manner, the question has been given, but the answer remains the same. There is no difference in the answer remains the same. Now what is the answer? The answer is keeping quiet will help us to introspect our own destructive actions like waging wars or otherwise harming the environment. Okay, this will give us a better idea of the consequences of the actions, thus changing our attitude to life. Okay, this is what the question is about. Okay, continuing, perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Okay, this here says that one question that has come from here is that what is it that human being can learn from nature? What is it that human being can learn from nature? What does the poet wants to say over here? The poet feels that the earth can enlighten us and guide us in this process of keeping quiet. Okay, he wants us to observe that there is some activity under apparent stillness. For instance, a seed appears to be dead, but huge fruit-bearing trees are born from such seeds lying dead here and there, isn't it? So this question is very much important. Okay, that is what is it that human beings can learn from nature? Another question also that has repeatedly come, okay, that is you please write down the question. I am dictating the question. How is the earth a source of life when all seems dead on it? Very, very, very important question. How is the earth a source of life when all seems dead on it? Another question. How is total inactivity on the earth in the winter months full of life? How is total inactivity on the earth in the winter months full of life? Now write down the years that these questions had come. See, all the questions are of different types, but the answer remains the same. The question had come in the year 2010, 2012, 2014, 2017. In the year 2017, this question had come in all India basis also, in the Delhi question paper also, even in the compartment question paper also this question had come. So in 2017, for three different types the question had been repeated. Okay, so life under apparent stillness is the message which human beings can learn from nature. Okay, the earth is never in a state of total inactivity. Nature continues to breathe and work even when there is stillness all around. Okay, so in the poem Keeping Quiet, the earth is a source of life because it is never in a state of total inactivity. Okay, nature continues to work. Okay, when everything is silent, nature continues to work. So through this inactivity or through this continuous activity of nature, human being can also learn that when we are keeping silent or when we are very much humble and benign, we can know how to continue with our life, right? And then the last line, now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. Okay, here finally the poet thinks that he had said what he intended. Now he wants us to keep quiet while he is counting 12, after which he will leave. Now here of course when I say that I will count, I will go, you keep quiet, okay, the meaning, the apparent symbolism of ego okay, saying here that ego will go out, okay, and unity or harmony will come in, okay, unity or humanitarian harmony will come in. That is what the poet actually wants to say from this line. Now regarding the clear explanation of this line, you can go through the PPT video, and there you will find the clearly I have mentioned that what is the meaning of this line. Even in the PDF also I have provided you with the explanation of this line, okay. So this is what the entire poem is about. As I have told you while doing elementary school also, that long answer type question never comes from from poetry section, okay. It is only extract based question and 2 mark short answer type question which is given more importance to, right. So give importance to those kind of questions only. I have provided you with many other questions. Here also we have discussed many questions, okay. So go through this video, okay, see where you are facing any kind of problem, right. You can immediately clarify your doubts in the classroom, okay. You can even yourself also, by your end also, you can see the last 10 years question paper, the question bank, and see that what kind of questions had been coming. One thing is very much clear, I want to tell you everyone, that is there in each and every chapter there are some what we can say a glitched question, okay, which repeatedly comes, though the language might be different, the type might be different, but the answer remains the same. So concentrate on those questions, okay, concentrate on those particular answers. What will happen, in whichever way the question may come, you can easily answer. And as I have told you before also, that since this time MCQ has been given much importance to, so give importance to these literary devices, okay, that are used in the chapter. Regarding the poetic device of this poem, I have already provided you in the PPT, so please go through those, okay. We have found that various kind of symbolism and poetic effect has been used in the poem, okay. So go through those poetic devices and literary devices, because in MCQ those questions will definitely come. And remember, also memorize the name of the poet, okay, of all the poem. Just memorize the name of the poet, because those are also very much important. Students, I hope explanation and important question from Keeping Quiet is quite clear to you. Still, if there is any doubt, as I have told you previously and repeatedly I am telling you, if you have any doubts, please clarify it from me, okay. You may ask 100 times, I am ready to give you answers, okay. So please go through each and every line carefully, read the poem carefully, okay, and I hope it will really help you out in your exams. Thank you, students. Study well.